Hello, and welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. As you can see, we're not on Extinction right now. And I will explain why. And while I explain, we'll give you a tour of my island real quick, for those who haven't seen it. But basically what's going on is we need to make an army. Now, most people, they would go out, catch a couple Rexes, catch a couple Gigas, do whatever. By the way, here's where we are on the island. Would do whatever, breed them together, and then, go from there. I don't have to do that. Like I've said in previous videos, I have tons of stuff to send to the newer maps, such as Extinction or Genesis, or wherever I'm at. Rogue and Luna here were the first wolves I ever had, and then these ones are the ones I'm currently working on to breed with to make super wolves. And yes, that was a unicorn back there. So, back to the explanation. I have tons of stuff on the island, on Scorched Earth and Aberration, that I can send to Extinction. It's partly the reason why I'm able to build so much stuff without using codes. There's beavers around here too somewhere. Like wild beavers, it's how I get cementing paste. And these birds here are the birds that have been providing all of the birds to all the maps. If you guys remember the previous episodes, we had some light blue birds, and there's their dad. So yeah, I'm going to be breeding some dinos on the island. Not just any dinos. I'm going to be breeding some Rexes. The only problem is I have to wait for them to wake up, which is why I've been running around so much. It's kind of napping. So, I'll see you guys in a bit when this gigantic lug finally decides to wake up from their nap. Alright, now that the big guy's awake, it's time to tell them to start breeding. And you guys can probably guess what took me so long to make this video. These guys take forever. Like collecting egg after egg after egg. It just takes so long. Some of them I catch as they come out, some of them I don't. But after a while, I was able to get all 10 Rex eggs. And I figured we'd start with 10 because of what I'm planning to do. I want to get some of the element veins so we can make more stuff, like the robot. And I want to get some drop pods. So these Rexes are purely cannon fodder until we can get the mechs that we need to take on the Titans that we need to take on the King Titan. Now, I didn't hatch the eggs here. I decided to throw them into the transmitter. That way I could hatch them on Extinction so that the imprint bonus goes to my main character. And even with turned up breeding to where these things are significantly quicker, it's going to take a minute. But now that we're back on Extinction, we need to go get everything I just put in the transmitter. Lucky for us, we don't have to go far. I did grab a couple more things from the island. Which you will see here in a second. I hate this bug. There we go. So we'll grab our 10 Rex eggs. We'll grab a Giga. We'll grab a Dimetrodon. That way I can hatch the eggs. Now, the Giga is for just in case. I don't like using Gigas that much. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, Gigas. I'm not one of them. And I also want to catch that new dino that recently came out. The one that's about as big as a Giga, but it's a passive tame. I think that one would do pretty good for getting drop pods as well. I'd use manas, but I don't exactly know how to drive them too well yet. And we'll take Ghost with us over here, just in case something tries to attack our eggs. First, I'll make sure that there's plenty of food in there, and there is. Oops. Alright, cool. But, yeah. This is what took me so long, guys, and I am sorry that it took me so long. But anybody who knows this, knows raising dinos takes ages. Normally I'll do semi-quick ones. I try not to do like Gigas and Rexes and Wyverns and stuff like that. But we kinda need them right now. So we'll eat out this egg that I partially hatched. And it's literally a waiting game at this point. You know, the eggs hatch, we imprint on them. And get them away from the Dimetrodon a little bit. And I can only raise 2 at a time. I don't have help with me right now. Otherwise, we'd be able to hatch more. But considering it's just me, I can only do the 2. And the first one that hatched I had already raised as like a test trial to figure out if they'll be okay. And then after standing here forever, it's time to imprint with them. Oh, you have a mutation. Awesome. So, yeah. Egg after egg, imprinting after imprinting. This is what took me so long. Not to mention that some of them want special stuff. Lucky I had some. So, yeah. And here we are on Scorched Earth for the other part of what we'll need. So Rexes could probably handle most things, but there are corrupted wyverns and flying stuff that we'll need to fight that the Rexes might not be able to get to. So just in case, we'll grab a few wyverns. Luckily here on Scorched Earth I have every type of wyvern. So we'll grab a couple of poison eggs. And I like the poison ones best because it's just preference. My buddies that play with me, they like the fire ones. So there's some fire ones here too, and there's some lightning ones. I mean, we got a little bit of everything going on here. On Valgyro, we have the Frost Wyvern. Like, we plan on getting every type of wyvern, which means we will need to go to Crystal Isles. But now that we have our wyvern eggs, we're going to throw them in the transmitter. And I'm only getting the wyverns just in case something decides to attack us at airborne. And I know this line of wyverns can do pretty well because after breeding a whole ton of them, I was able to get a zombie wyvern. Now, raising wyverns is a little tricky. For those who have never done it, there's two methods you can go with. One is to hatch the egg as is normal, and then load it up with wyvern milk, which means you need to find, I think it's an alpha wyvern, to get milk. Or you need to trap a female wyvern, knock it out, and take the milk from its inventory. Incredibly annoying to do. I don't use that method. Not if I can avoid it. My method is a little easier. Not by much, because it's cuddle time, could be anything, but I use Daedons. Also, I put my Dimitrodon away because I don't know why. I don't have an answer. I was being an idiot. So I have to let two things out of a cryopod, which just adds time to my waiting. But yeah, no, the Dimitrodon is really cool because it does the passive healing. So even if your baby wyvern is starving, it will stay alive. That just means once it reaches the adult phase, whatever trough it is near, it will empty. Time to wake up, piggy piggy. Come on. Alright, cool. Pig's awake. All is good. Now we can start breeding the wyverns. And again, I'm sorry this took so long, guys. But raising dinos takes forever. Especially things like wyverns and rexes and whatnot. I'm happy I didn't breed gigas. Breeding gigas? Oh, I would have been here till next week. Even with turned up stats so that they breed, hatch, and mature faster. Each rex still takes about 25 minutes between imprint periods. So that's 50 minutes per rex. I'm able to do 2 at a time. We raise 10. That's still 500 minutes. The wyverns, I believe, are about 25-30 minutes as well. We'll have 2 of them. So, assuming neither of them die and I have to go back to get another egg, that's going to be another 100 or so minutes. So, yeah. Eat an egg out. And it's in behavior, right? No, it's not. Okay, it's right there. Enable passive healing. Now all I have to do is wait for the egg to hatch. Three, 2, 1. Oh, it's so tiny. Alright, cool. So we'll grab you. And Your follow range is ridiculous, isn't it? Alright, let's fix that. Yeah. Gonna have to fix that. So, follow distance to lowest, come with me. Now, I can only raise one wyvern at a time. Mainly because I really have to pay attention to them. You know, it's not like the other dinos where once they reach juvenile stage, they'll start eating out of the trough. No, these guys will never eat out of a trough. My roommate has told me maw wings are great for raising wyverns, but I don't have those right now. I think those are on Genesis. But I will definitely be getting a couple of maw wings if they make wyvern raising easier. So yeah. Yep, about 25 minutes. And of course, I had to go back to Extinction because he wanted milk. Or not Extinction, Scorched Earth. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. I am raising dragons now. The Rexes are all done. I'll show you guys them in a little bit once the wyverns get done. But I gotta finish up these wyverns, and then once they're done, and we have our 10 Rexes and our 2 wyverns, I have to take them out and level them up. Leveling them up will be easy. I'll probably start with the Rexes. We'll take them out. We'll find some corrupted creatures. We'll nom them until they have a nice stat of points to use. And then we'll take the wyverns out and we'll do the same thing. Once they are sufficiently leveled, and I'm happy with where their health and attack are sitting, we're going to take on drop pods and element veins. This will help us make the mechs. Once we have the mechs, we'll need to make 3. Because we'll need 3 of them to make the Mega Mech, and the Mega Mech will take on the King Titan. I'm also going to use the mechs, and whoever's left over, and whoever I happen to catch along the way, to help take on the Titans. Now, I'd like to pacify the Titans to take them into the King Titan fight. That is something I want to do. So I'll need to make their saddles, I'll need to figure out how to catch them, and then I'll need to figure out how to get to the King Titan arena. Once I've got that figured out, and we have our mechs, and we have our dinos, we'll take on the King Titan. But first, we need better gear, which is why we need the drop pods. We also need more elements, that way I can power the mech, which is why we need the element veins. Which is why we have our little army right now. That's the plan, that's the goal. Hopefully, things go the way I want them to. Alrighty, so everybody's bred up, everybody's grown up, and imprinted on. Here are our 2 poison wyverns. Now, I really like the one on the left. It's darker colored, it looks nice. And then we have all of these Rexes, which all came out practically identical to each other, since Mom and Dad were basically the same colors as well. Spoiler alert, is why Dad was originally Mom's kid. But he had a mutation, he was better, so you know how the breeding goes with Ark. But yeah, no, that left wyvern looks great. I really like his coloring. But yeah, that is everybody bred up. Now we gotta level them up. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe. And let me know how you guys take on the drop pods for Extinction. Because this is my best guess right now. I know some people said manas, but I don't know how to drive them. I would need a lot of practice to figure out how to use them correctly. And here's our Giga, just in case things go bad. And yes, its name is Cookie. I caught this thing on the island, I instantly potted it, I instantly put it away, it scared the hell out of me. So, please like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video, and you want to see where we end up taking this, because we're coming after those titans. That said, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.